You will be given a test to determine your ability to withstand shock.
Well, look who's here.
This is the night when fear and horror walk hand in hand.
Do you feel up to it?
The most terrifying form of evil is that which lurks within the human mind.
Rated X.
Welcome to What the Fuck Are You Watching? We're a weekly movie podcast. We discover the disturbing, the extreme, all while being a little obscene.
Oh. Well, a real Slim Shady. Please sit down.
I'm your host, Chris, and I'm joined by
We all know how Lisa likes her. Rock fucking hard.
Lisa.
Hello.
We're also joined by
Oboe, play that oboe.
There you go.
Well, before we get started today, what do I want to do? Something. Guess I want to give a shout out to our fucking bros in Helsinki, Ashburn, Oklahoma City, Queens, and that's it. Fuck everybody else.
Shut up.
Especially you, Idaho.
Oh, and Alex from Philly, he's cool.
Yeah.
And I guess our new Dublin bros, they're cool too.
They might be my fucking cousins.
We also have a request that I'll be sharing at the end of the episode.
Oh, I can't wait.
Requested by our friends at the Graveyard Club podcast.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Anyway, Lisa, what the fuck are you watching?
I'm watching 100 Tears from 2007.
Hell yeah. 100 Tears.
100 Tears.
Not 100 Tears.
There might be.
No.
Yeah. There were a lot of tears in that movie. Neck tears. Stomach tears.
Ankle tears.
Ball sack tears. We didn't see it, though.
Yeah.
There was one ball sack tear.
Yeah.
Definitely. This one is directed by Marcus Cook. He did the Bloodshot, American Guinea Pig Bloodshot movie that we liked.
Which was one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Still is one of our favorites. It's still up there.
Yeah, still sitting at number 2 on everybody's leaderboard.
Yeah.
It's the standout of that franchise, for sure.
He also has the effects studio, I think, Autopsy Effects Studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember talking about that.
Yeah.
Finger name.
Mm-hmm.
Written by Joe Davison, starring Georgia Chris, Joe Davison. I'm thinking this is Rainey Brown.
Probably.
Rain with an E. Is it a silent E or is it a rainy? Anyway. And Jack Amos as Gertie the Clown. Budget is estimated at $75,000.
Damn.
That kind of surprises me.
Like a lot? Like it seems like a lot, or
It's more than
Like,
I
not very much.
anticipated.
it is kind of more than I anticipated too.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be more like 40 or 50.
I mean, I guess there were kind of a lot of locations
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
All those fucking prosthetics and shit do probably add up.
Yeah, I'd be interested how many yards of intestinal lining there is in this film.
Yeah.
Well, these people probably got paid.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true as well. Yeah, I'm sure everybody got paid.
Through the eyes of like 2007, this had to be pretty good though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I bet this shit was fucking crazy in 2007.
That's what I was going to say. I'm going to talk shit about these effects.
Well, some of them were comedic, right?
Some of them were a little bit goofy. And I think that they could have improved on it by, just using different lighting, different camera angles, not showing so much. I get that they were trying to show us and make it like gory, but maybe show a little less.
Well, this movie, if you didn't know, is a killer clown movie.
Yeah, it is.
Kids love clowns.
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Yeah. Historically, kids love clowns. So, you might be wondering, can you play this at the next family movie night? I will tell you as soon as I can find the fucking parents. There it is. This thing got rated NC-17.
Yeah, so I'm going to say you probably can't play it at movie night.
Sex and nudity has been rated mild.
Mild, yeah, it was mild.
No nudity.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single boob.
No. There's one scene that shows a man performing a sexual act with a woman in an alley. They are also seen briefly kissing.
Yeah. Yeah, we do see that guy putting his face under her skirt in the alley.
Yeah, he's going down on girls in the alley, dude.
That's it, though. Yeah.
You've never fucked in an alley?
I've never fucked in an alley.
No.
Okay. We went to see Jack's friends at Vanguard last weekend, and we had a similar version of this conversation. I was like, "Do you know how many times I've been railed in that alley right there?"
Really?
Oh yeah.
You do a lot of alley fucking?
A lot of alley fucking. I was in bands. Half the half the doors behind the stages just lead to an alley out back.
Yeah.
At these little venues, you just go into an alley.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Damn, I feel like I'm missing out on the alley fucking.
Go give it a whirl. There's alleys everywhere.
I think I could...
Next time we go to a concert, I'll wear a skirt.
Yeah.
All right. Do a little alley fucking, eat some dumpster ketchup.
Or just the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of ease into the life, you know what I mean? You can't just dive straight into dumpster ketchup.
Yeah, there's probably a couple steps before that, surely.
Violence and gore has been rated severe. Because the movie is a comedic horror film, the violence is intentionally over the top, fake looking, and played for laughs.
I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe a couple of them
Is it
were
'cause he's
meant
a
to be
clown?
funny. Yeah, it was like a couple of them were meant to be funny, and a couple of times I got a little bit of the vibe that you get from the Terrifier clown.
Yeah, this was definitely an inspiration. Or something.
Maybe I didn't find this clown funny at all.
I didn't either.
No, there was like a few parts for just a split second where you could see he was trying to be like kind of funny.
Maybe.
But
I mean, the movie itself is pretty funny. Like, there's funny moments, but the clown ain't funny.
Right. I don't think the clown's funny either.
Extreme graphic violence and gore throughout, including decapitations, disembowelings, and bisections via an oversized meat cleaver. Please note that the gore is way over the top. A man slaughters an entire house. He chops one's face to ribbons, chops a man's head in half vertically, decapitates two, slashes one's back, stomps one's head, chops at a woman's stomach, which causes her intestines to gush out, chops a man from his crotch up. We see blood splatter and breaks one's neck.
A busy clown.
He's fucking getting with it.
yeah.
We see a woman with her feet cut off. It's just listing all the kills right now.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway,
If I
Which
get
is
my
our
feet
job.
chopped off, can I get think of the built-in stilt situation you could end up with, though.
yeah, dude, you could just get some crazy long peg legs. I guess that's just what stilts are, huh?
Uh-huh. I might end up a stilt person.
Profanity has been rated moderate. Fuck and shit are used many times throughout the movie, including many more swears and terms that some could be offended by. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking, it's mild. A circus performer drinks in his home.
Scandal.
we see a man working at a restaurant smoking.
Oh my god.
Frightening and intense scenes has been rated severe. If you've seen Terrifier, you should be fine.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, that's what it says. If you've seen Terrifier, you should be fine.
Let's tell Jack.
Do you think Jack could watch this?
No,
No.
I tried.
Frightening / intense. Okay, do you say slash?
Eh,
Do I say
I
slash?
don't usually.
Do I say the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, exactly.
frightening and or intense scenes throughout, comma, including a homicidal circus clown, comma, dark warehouse, comma, and scenes of extreme violence and gore, period.
Shut up.
I just want you guys to know the punctuation.
Thanks.
I want you to know about punctuations.
I'm learning. We're all about growth here at What the Fuck Are You Watching? And I've learned a little bit about punctuation. I also learned that Rainey Rainey Brown played in a little movie called Kung Fu and Titties.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Title alone.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm suckered in by these titles every goddamn day, so it's probably
I
shit.
know.
But what a good title.
I don't have any mid-stroke reviews to read to you guys this week. I wish we had more of those. I guess I could look on effed up movies and see what they say. They're always fucking crazy. Here's one. Maybe you could hook me up with Gertie or his daughter Christine. The EBM during the murder scenes has got me jacked. I could totally go down on the clown with his massive cleaver, or even his daughter for some girl on girl.
That's not a girl.
Yeah. God.
Not fooling me. I am into the cleaver. It doesn't elicit any sexual response for me, but as far as like legendary armaments are concerned, you know, in a lot of games, you'll have like chance for dismemberment as like a stat on a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And this bitch is a two-handed butcher's knife with 100% chance for dismemberment.
Yeah.
So that's just
dude.
a great weapon.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, his fucking weapon's amazing. It's probably my favorite killer weapon.
Yeah, it's great.
Just a ridiculous two-handed fucking meat cleaver,
Yeah.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
All right. I think that's it for our preamble. What do you say we crack this movie open?
Yeah.
Take it away, Elise. Make it bombastic.
No.
Sexy?
No. Well, I know that when we were watching the opening, I was like, oh, this is already cool.
Yeah. The soundtrack's a
Like,
banger.
Yeah, I really liked the opening music and how it's, you know,
Whimsical organ.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when the camera's panning across all like the dolls and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I swear, I thought it was like an episode of Goosebumps or something, dude.
It immediately made me go, oh, this is a real movie.
Same. It was just like, oh, okay, we've got like cinematography involved and
Yeah.
actual soundtrack, which is always lovely.
Yeah. And yeah, it was panning across all the dolls, and then we see the guy putting on his clown makeup. And then
Very Joaquin Phoenix.
yeah. And the song's saying, "Here he comes. Here he comes." And then we see the girl tied up with like blood all over her or whatever. And then it says 1, 2, 3, 4, the devil's knocking at my door. Something like that. And then we see the girl getting up and untying herself. And then the clown shooting himself and the girl yelling help. You know, and oh, he just came in here and sat down and shot himself. And then it says 1 week ago. And we go back to 1 week before. And we see Mark and Jennifer.
Hot, right? She's like really hot.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty hot.
Pretty hot, yeah.
a good actress.
Almost like Marissa Tomei, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are no good actors here.
No, she wasn't great.
Yeah.
She wasn't the worst.
She was not
but
the worst.
She wasn't great.
I did enjoy their dynamic, this couple.
Me too. And I didn't really understand what was going on with them. I didn't know if they were a couple or what, because
I hope so.
you just couldn't tell. Like,
I don't think they were. I think they were like roommates or something.
well, because at first I thought, oh, they're just a married couple. Because it kind of gave me like me and Chris vibes at first, like the way they were talking to each other.
Yeah, do you ever like, yo, I'm gonna go take a shit?
Well, okay,
bruh.
not that part.
Well, do you ever lay on the floor and Chris comes by and farts on your face?
No, and that's what I'm saying. This beginning part, when they're just sitting here talking about, what story they want to cover or whatever. They were kind of giving me like just, a married couple, been together forever kind
I
of
assumed
thing.
they were dating based off this intro alone, because he's on the game, vaguely paying attention to what's being said to him. Which is a pretty standard archetype. Chick's trying to talk to her boyfriend about something. He's on the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are they work for like a fucking tabloid newspaper, right?
Yeah, they're talking about they have to write an article for their newspaper that they work for.
And, they usually cover things like fucking, Sasquatch and fucking lizard people and stuff like that. And Jennifer wants to, cover something new and exciting. The fucking killer clown murders. And, what's his name?
Mark.
He's talking about zombie Titanic or some shit.
Yeah,
he's talking about they can either cover Titanic or they can cover a reptile boy. And she's like, no, I want to cover serial killers.
Yeah, I'm firmly in Mark's camp, though. Give me Reptile Boy. I don't give a fuck about...
I don't know. Zombie Titanic sounds fucking...
I don't know
think
that he
anybody's
said
ever done
anything
that.
about zombie Titanic. I think you're making that up.
Really?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Anything
A lot
about
of
zombies.
a lot of bizarre.
I don't think nobody's covered zombie Titanic before. Everybody's done Lizard Boy. So Mark's onto something.
Your made up version of Mark definitely is.
Yeah. So Jennifer's got, she's been doing a lot of research on this.
On serial killers.
And on dial-up internet, too, so...
I don't know, man. She's talking about the teardrop killer.
Because he was active in, the 80s or something like that.
Yeah, something like he'd been around for 20 years.
And little do they know, he's about to strike again. Because we cut to a halfway house.
And we see legs in her wheelchair. And her friend's like, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, I'm just looking for this guy. It's time for my insulin. And he's got it. She's like, why'd you give that crackhead your insulin?
I have a series of questions about this whole setup. What did Wheelchair Girl do to end up in a halfway house? Does that not mean the same thing in this world as it does in mine? Our halfway house is not where the convicts get, relegated to.
That's what I thought.
I want to know what she was up to.
Okay, halfway house is basically adult orphanage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you're a recovering crackhead who got, a fucking trespassing charge. Let's send you to this halfway house. Trespassing is a bad example. It's mostly just a ticket, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think you could go there.
I guess you can check yourself into a halfway house too.
It's you don't want to be homeless, so you just hang out in the halfway house.
Yeah, I don't know those people. I've only ever known I got community sentenced to this halfway house from jail situation.
But anyway, these people are just trying to get their life back on track, She's in a wheelchair, damn it.
She's in a wheelchair and she needs her fucking insulin.
Hell yeah. She's also diabetic, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's having a rough go of it.
Yeah.
Hence the halfway house.
Mm-hmm. And then we get a glimpse of the chef guy. talking about what he's gonna cook for them that day.
I don't know if these people are important, unless they're about to get
I know.
murdered.
Yeah, and then we clip back to Mark and Jennifer, and she's still talking about serial killers, and he's playing video games. And then we clip back to the halfway house where the clown starts murdering everybody.
Taking him to Clown Town.
He really doesn't fuck around.
No, he does not.
The clown.
I mean, he just...
Is the first one the wheelchair and her pusher, or was there someone right before that?
Nah, man. He just straight up fucking decapitates somebody.
That's what I thought. I was like, I think he opens the door and chops a...
Never mind.
Oh.
He, it was the cleaver to the face.
Okay.
It wasn't a decapitation.
Chop, chop, chop.
It was the one where he was, chopping the face. And, it would have looked fine if they wouldn't have tried to give us like a close up of the fucked up face afterwards.
Yeah, that was suspicious.
Was real weird looking.
Yeah.
And
I thought it looked fine. You guys are figuring.
And then the cleaver through the head, where he went like down through the guy's head, and the head like fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It bloomed.
Yeah. That one wasn't too bad. And then he moves on to the chef, who was kind of a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he starts fucking fist fighting him.
Yeah, clown's coming at him with a giant cleaver, and he's like, "I'm gonna punch you in the face."
So what's your are you a fight or flee type?
Giant clown cleaver guy?
Yeah,
I'm fucking booking it, dude.
I'm gonna run. I can't fight that guy. I can't really run either.
I'm defective though. I think I'm charging him.
But yeah, the chef fights him for a little bit, and then the clown throws him on the table and chops his head off.
Yeah.
That was our first decapitation, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think so.
Man, I swear, dude, he just went on some fucking dude from behind. Just blip. I swear there's...
Maybe he did.
There's more than one...
yeah, there's like 3 or 4 just straight up fucking head chops.
Yeah, but there's like, how many people fucking die in this first 2 minutes? I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be like fucking 12 or 13.
It's a few.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Well, and yeah, because we get the chef's decapitation, and then we get another little clip back to Mark and Jennifer, and she's talking about the teardrop killer now. The crackhead that had the insulin, he had legs as insulin. He heard the noise from the chef, and he went to go check it out. And he gets the cleaver to the back, which they didn't really show, and it still looked really goofy.
Yeah, that was probably...
It was on the lower end.
It was pretty weak. Yeah.
Like blood spray, and the guy goes flying.
Yeah. I do like all the blood sprays in this movie, though, where it's just...
You do get substantial blood splatter.
Yeah, dude. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then the clown finds Legs and her friend.
Right.
And the friend, like, pushes Legs away and was like, go.
Listen, Legs wastes no time. Even while Homegirl's still trying to push her, Legs is already fucking wheeling it.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. She's like, I'm out of here.
And I admire this friend of hers. The lack of coordination alone, coupled with that sheer audacity, I admire in a person.
Yeah.
Because she turns around and she's like, I'll distract him. She doesn't say that, but that's the behavior she engages in.
Yeah, she's like, get out of here.
Listen, if it's between me and the fucking diabetic cripple...
Yeah.
Fuck that diabetic cripple. I'm wheeling her into him, and I'm taking off down these stairs that she was never going to make it down.
Yeah.
As evidenced by what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Legs is fucked, no matter what. Where's the ramp?
Listen, how did she get here in the first place?
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's like a series of stairs.
Yeah.
We don't get there yet. First, we stomp Homegirl like a grape.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he chases her down and then stomps on her head.
Which is why the ease... I understand it takes objectively not that much pressure to kill someone with a strike to the head. But he did not have to exert a lot of energy to just pop her head like a grape.
Stomp.
Yes, dude's got like some superhuman
I was about to
strength.
say,
Yeah.
that's why I was like, oh, so this is some supernatural clown shit.
Just don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But
And
anyway.
throughout these kills, we've seen the guy mopping the floor, like the janitor guy cleaning up. And then we get to Legs at the top of the stairs in her wheelchair.
And she does this, it's like a stutter step thing. Like she's like wheeling her chair from one angle to the other. Like, oh,
Yeah.
should I try to go up the stairs or down these ones right in front of, like you were ever, what are you going to do? Pop a wheelie and hop up the stairs? I don't know. I've seen some, listen, I've seen some capable Paralympic level like athletes who could take me in a fight and everything. This is not one of those.
No.
This is not one of those people.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
he just fucking cuts her head off.
Just decapitates her
and then pushes her down the fucking stairs, and the whole body goes dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah, pushes the headless body in the wheelchair down the stairs.
Which is exactly why, if you're wheeling around a cripple and you're happened upon by a brutalist serial killer wielding a two-handed butcher's knife, you use that little cripple as a fucking human shield, as God intended. God obviously didn't like her anyway.
Oh, man. And then we get the little cut back to Mark and Jennifer, where she's talking about they found grease paint at the crime scenes.
Yeah.
And then, and then back to the clown at the halfway house.
Yeah, dude, I think this is contender for probably one of my favorite kills.
Yeah, I like this one as well.
It's the fucking woman up against the wall, and he fucking slices her gut open, and everything just spills out onto the floor. Just blood and fucking guts just.
Yep. All of her guts just fall out onto the floor.
Huge fucking blood splatters on the wall.
Body slides down.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was pretty good. And then we get the cleaver between the guy's legs, where he chops up between the guy's legs with the cleaver, and you just see the blood puddle.
I did wince, mostly by like the implication. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like it didn't show anything, but yeah, it was pretty crazy.
And like, okay, so all these kills, they're all just like quick cuts, just bang, 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 kill, kill, kill. Like you don't deal with him fucking walking down hallways for minutes at a time.
No.
Which, and he's got to fucking meander about, because this is the biggest mansion halfway house I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like how it's just fucking almost like a highlight reel. Just bang, bang, bang.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I think this is good.
Yeah, because all of this that we've talked about, and I haven't even got to the end of this like scene.
Yeah, we open with a fucking
it's like
massacre.
first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like this is like 20 minutes into the movie.
And there's like this almost like it was like techno music, just doom, doom, doom,
Yeah.
doom, doom. It is cool, man.
We got the cleaver between the guy's legs. And then we get the janitor guy that's mopping, and he sees blood on the floor, and he's mad about it. And then he looks up and he sees the clown, and he says, "You crazy clown bastard, I just mopped these floors."
I just mopped these floors.
And then the clown grabs him and looks like he just like does a pressure point kill kind of thing to him,
Yeah.
Vulcan pinched him.
Yeah,
dude.
he did.
He just
skadoosh.
grabs his neck and
Fucking crushed his throat. I don't know. I don't know what's up with this clown.
yeah.
He's got.
This was just another goofy kind of kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his Wheaties or something. I don't know.
But it was a quick one. And then we're back to Mark and Jennifer waking up together. Pretty much fully clothed, though. Like, she didn't have pants on. She just had her underwear on, but he had all of his clothes on.
Well, they're obviously dating, right? Because she's like she's like resting on his chest and like drooling on him.
Yeah, see, and that's what I thought. Because at first I thought they were married.
Siblings can be close, but...
Yeah. Well, I don't think they're siblings. I don't know if they're actually together or not, though. Because then after Like, they wake up and she's over there doing sit-ups and he says something to her. And she was like, oh, well, if you did a few of these, you might get a girlfriend. And I was like, well, that's kind of a weird thing to say, but I could see myself kind of saying something like that to Chris, too.
I actively encourage Jack to, like, flirt with and fuck people, like, constantly. He hasn't done it a single time.
But then...
Jack's fucking rock solid.
I
dude.
know.
I ain't gonna fuck around like that.
Yeah. But then, like, as soon as she says that, he says something to her like, oh, well, I have a hot chick drooling on me while she's sleeping, so I must be doing all right, or something like that.
Yeah, I think.
And she's like, well, if you did 100 sit-ups, I'd do you in the shower. Oh, because he was like, all we need is the hot monkey sex now, or something like that. So I don't know. It was weird.
Have you
I
seen
couldn't
monkey
tell.
sex? I'm talking like Nat Geo Wild documentary type.
Like actual monkeys. You know,
not.
I've seen a lot of. Yeah, I can't imagine it. I've seen a lot of monkeys fucking beat off though.
I have seen some masturbating monkeys. They look real happy about it when it's happening too, and I enjoy that.
I don't know, man. The one that's like burned into my brain. His name was Goober. He was Goober the monkey.
I'll check out.
I don't know what kind of monkey he was, but he would just chill in the fucking corner of his cage.
Yeah,
and like super disinterested, just fucking.
Oh, see, this is what I mean.
Soft meat and everything. I don't know. I assume monkeys get hard, but this monkey was not hard. Looking around, just fucking absent-mindedly jacking his dick, dude. And I was a young boy at the time, and it was wild.
And that's why you are the way you are now.
I saw a monkey whacking his flaccid dick once. Now I'm like
now
this.
I just have to do it all the time.
And I said, I'll give it a whirl.
I'm goobering.
Yeah.
Formative moments, dude.
Yeah.
Shaped me as a man.
Oh my god.
Some say shaped, some say malformed.
But yeah, so after we get the conversation about, you know, if he would do sit-ups, she would do him in the shower and all that. I think that's when he goes and farts.
He does.
While she's laying on the floor.
He's in a baggy boxers and bathrobe situation.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking walks over and they're talking while she's
he's like, I did some research.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, I did some research.
Yeah,
and then he just farts.
Listen.
Somehow him fucking wearing the robe and like using the robe to fan the fart made it worse.
It's so offensive to me. Farts are a natural bodily function. Like if someone farts in the same room as me, I'm not like, fuck you. You come over and like fan a fart in my face.
That's a malicious attack, dude.
I might respond with aggression. I don't know for sure, but I probably will.
Yeah, I'd be kind of mad about it, dude.
Yeah.
That's some shit like my cousins, like I've literally fist fought my cousins like as children because they would do fuck shit like this. And I can't imagine a grown person doing this to me.
Yeah, I grew up with this kind of shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And half of it was grown people.
Oh, unacceptable.
Yeah. I mean, we would do it as kids and stuff, but I mean, you were going to get kicked in the balls or something.
Yeah.
And you would accept it
Absolutely.
and you would take it because you fucking deserved it.
Yeah. You earned this. Exactly. And pink eye, not cute.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I want you to know. I think this every time anyone around me has ever had pink eye. I'm like, I farted in your face while you were asleep.
Oh yeah, dude. Are there any situations where you just like get pink eye, or is it only poop related?
Well, I mean, you can get it from other people around you having it.
But it all spawns from poop related.
I do know that it is a source of that infection is fecal matter.
Yeah.
So like we're all wafting around in like a sort of like if you're in a bathroom and you can smell poop, it's because it's in the air. So we've all got poop particles on us 24/7.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it becomes infected.
Gets in your eyes sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, after he farts on her, then they're sitting at the table and he tells her that her big sis, the FBI, is calling. And she talks to her sister on the phone.
Hell yeah.
And then they go to a crime scene. and meet Duncan.
They go to the halfway house.
And these are the
Yeah.
real clowns.
I didn't make that clear in my notes. I'm so sorry.
You better be, bitch.
Yeah, I'm the bitch here.
Keep fucking up, please.
But yeah, they go and they meet Duncan, who I compared to the Doctor in Song of Solomon because his acting is pretty fucking terrible.
It's not great. What really sealed the deal for me is the animated, like, checking her out face he does.
Mm-hmm.
I said, ugh.
Yeah.
Did you feel good about what you've just done here on camera?
All right, well, I mean, I think we're selling him a little bit short here when we compare him to the Doctor on Song of Solomon. He's not
maybe not
bad.
that bad, but he's pretty damn close.
He inspires a similar level of cringe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Every scene he was in, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a cringe factor.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
He does not belong on camera, I don't think. Or not with lines.
Yeah.
He's not ugly. It's no talking
No.
for you. No SAG card.
Don't speak.
Yeah.
They bribe him, and Mark goes in to start taking pictures while Jennifer stays behind to interview him. And Mark takes some pictures, and Duncan asks Jennifer out on a date, and she kind of blows him off.
She says,
while
yeah,
Mark's
sure.
inside taking pictures. Yeah. And Mark takes a picture of the teardrop on the oven hood and the head in the oven.
New Taylor Swift song, Teardrops in My Oven Hood.
Yeah.
There were teardrops on my oven face. I said that's such a disgrace. Ooh, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Barefoot in the kitchen.
Yeah,
In
I
New
wish you
York.
would have listened.
Okay, but Mark steals a little piece of paper.
But like the head in the oven.
Also
My
not
head
good.
is in the
He just
oven.
so casually freaking like, why did he think to open the oven? Was there blood on it or something? I don't even know. But he just like opens the oven up and he's like gagging and shit. And then there's a fucking head in there.
I would have had the same impulse, if I'm being honest. I'm in abandoned facilities and stuff that I've perused or like vacated premises that I've had to clean out and stuff. I'm like, I look around in the shit.
I think, I think opening the oven would be something you do.
I
right?
would. Like,
I
out
don't
of
know
just
why.
absent-minded impulse alone, I would have opened the oven.
What were you cooking?
Yeah.
I guess. And
A
then
head.
Jennifer comes in and tells him, that Duncan hit on her or whatever, and then
Does that
says
happen
two people
before?
are unaccounted for. Two
Oh,
people are
okay.
unaccounted for. Duncan told her 2 people are unaccounted for. And then we go to the 2 people that the clown has.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, the girls at first you just see like her upper body just tied up and she's talking to the guy.
Given the
She's
reveal.
like, Jack, wake up. Jack, wake up. And then she says, I'm so cold. And as soon as she says that, they pan down to her legs cut off.
But
And then
listen.
she's like, my legs.
See, the dialogue afterwards is what really got me.
I know. I told Chris, I was like, this is going to be my favorite line of the movie.
If we get out of these, we can run. We can make a run
If we
for
can
it.
get free, we can make a run for
I
it.
said, bitch, who? Not
And
you.
He said, sure, sure. Yeah, we sure can.
Jack's the unsung hero of this. He's really, oh, bitch, you're so fucked, honey.
Yeah.
Jack's
He's
hot,
just like, yeah,
too.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, God. Is that your form of consolation in this sort of scenario? Do you tell everyone we're fine, it's going to be okay? Are you the false hope guy?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Don't panic.
I think I would probably keep saying everything's fine. We're all right.
I think I would be laughing. I think that's probably my one response to everything, though.
Hey, you ain't running nowhere,
Yeah,
bitch.
the fucking footless hoes talking about let's make a run for it. Nah, dude, we're fucked, homie.
Yeah, dude, if she did say something like that,
I'd
I would
have
have to
lost
stifle
it.
the giggle, dude.
Yeah,
I would
I'd be
have
like,
to bite
well,
my fucking
all right.
tongue.
And that's what I'm thinking too. Like, I don't know that I could keep my cool and be like, yep, we're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
Everything's cool.
Lead the way.
When she says something like, we can make a run for it.
Yeah, I don't think
Her
so.
bloody stump legs.
Like, nope.
Oh, man. And then we clip back to Mark and Jennifer finding the little girl in the halfway house. And they bring her out to Duncan and they're like, what the hell, man? Didn't you clear this place? And he goes, man, I didn't know there was a little girl in there.
Yeah, this did a couple things for me. It let me know that Mark is the real protagonist here, regardless of what happens. Because his immediate instinct is to carry a little girl out and cuss out this dumb fuck. And I was like, good.
Yeah.
Good. This is appropriate behavior.
That was so fucking weird, though.
This was all so strange. This
Yeah, and
whole,
then
them
we
even
never-
being in this house is strange as fuck. That there's
Yeah,
just
like, why
one
was there
fucking
a
goof
girl
troop guy
there?
outside.
Mhm.
And I think I know now that we were reading the IMDb page. The writer of the movie is Mark. He was fucking writing himself into like a little hero moment here.
No, that checks out. It was, yeah, I
Oh.
caught that when you said that he was the writer. I was like, okay. That's why
I
he's
didn't
the...
put that together.
He's also maybe the only decent actor, though.
Yeah, he was
Clown-
pretty good.
Clown Guy might
he
be
wasn't
fun.
bad.
Clown Guy
Yeah.
had 0 lines, so it's hard to fuck that up.
Yeah, he didn't say shit. I mean, the standard's pretty low in this movie. I mean, I don't think it's Song of Solomon low, but
No, but I will say he had 0 competition
yeah.
in this bitch.
I don't know. I guess Mark and Jennifer are probably the two best.
No, I think our little person is better than Jennifer, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, no, Jennifer's not great at acting. She is kind of hot. She's not a great actress, though.
Especially when she's speaking Greek. Hot.
Yeah.
Is everything but English just so hot?
Yeah, it's always a thing. Like,
Well, that's the thing. Like, I can never tell if it's bad acting in a different language. Like, when we watch Japanese movies,
still bad.
it could be terrible acting. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know the language.
that's true. I feel like the only reason for that little girl in the halfway house, though, was because she came out and said
There's a clown.
there was a clown.
Yeah.
And so then they're like, oh, it's a clown.
Yeah.
Well, Mark and Jennifer were. The cops do not give a fuck.
These are like Looney Tunes level ineptitude with the police force here.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
fucking bad.
Spalding, who we meet in a little bit, I believe, he's not as bad, but this Duncan guy, he's...
Is this a black joke? Or is his name really Spalding?
I don't know.
I thought it was a Captain Spaulding reference because
That's
it's
what
a
I was
clown
thinking.
movie.
Every time they
Oh.
said Spalding, I kept thinking Devil's Rejects.
All I thought of was the basketball brand, and I was like, is that because he's black?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yours makes more
Yeah.
sense than mine.
And then we get the girl dressed in her little jean mini skirt and her pigtails. Mom, I'm going out. And her mom says, you look like a clown. And she says, I like clowns.
She did not look like a clown.
No,
Speaking
she
of
did
which,
not.
she
She
looked
looked like a girl from 2007.
I was just about to say, tank top over the long sleeve shirt and everything, level 2007.
Denim skirt. I
Mm.
said, I think I owned that skirt.
I owned that whole outfit, and I'm a boy.
Yeah, dude, all the outfits are like super 2007. Even
Yeah.
That tank top over the long
Jennifer.
sleeve shirt hurt me and felt like a direct attack.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, just layers.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so much.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was
But
good.
as soon as they had that conversation, I immediately just started in my head thinking she's gonna be like his Harley Quinn.
That was obviously what they were going for, right?
She's gonna be like this clown's Harley Quinn, you know?
Oh yeah,
And immediately I thought that.
down to the weapon and everything.
Uh-huh. Just her whole outfit kind of looks like it.
It's just
And I was
panties
like,
and a
man.
shirt, right? Because she's in some like pink lace panties by the end.
Maybe she is in just panties.
I only know because that's when I came to the realization that I don't understand how she walks without any sexuality, because when she fucking climbs on that guy's back like a monkey. You see her full ass and thighs in those pink lace panties, and it's like you can grab on. You know, there's some meat
she's
there.
a little thicky, man.
Yeah.
She has some calves,
Yeah,
too.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But then she walks like that. I don't know. Women can walk however they want, but it seemed out of character.
My next note is we have him sawing the guy's stomach.
We cut back to the cellar where Gertie the Clown is.
Was there not a strange, like, noise the man... Listen, you can't judge a guy's noise making when getting circular sawed in the stomach, but did this actor not make a very bizarre noise? Or did I make that up?
I don't know if I heard anything over the sound of the saw.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, dude, I mean, you're going to make some weird noises.
No, I agree. I can't judge. I don't know what I would make.
And there was like a bunch of weird like hand and foot twitching and stuff.
Yeah.
I would not make sexy noises. I already know that.
I think I'd do something like that.
Yeah, I was like, that's my goal now if I'm ever in that situation. Just try to make sexy noises. Just make it uncomfortable for the other person.
My God, listen, I don't care if I survive this or not. What I'm going to do is fucking take us on a ride, you know?
The clown's going to be thinking about me for years.
Yeah, you're going to turn yourself in after this one, big boy.
Throw in a more daddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And then we get Christine making out with the guy from the bar in the alley. And him going down on her.
He was really hot.
He was kind of hot.
Maybe it was just the hair.
He was.
Yeah, I was like, he had the hair. And I think a beard.
It was giving that band Extreme. Do you remember them? The guys with the song More Than Words.
Pretty hot guy. Pretty hot girl, too.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd go
right.
down on her in the alley.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's got a great...
Well, I mean, you've never done that to me, so I hope you wouldn't do it for her.
Yeah, I mean, if I go down on somebody in an alley, I'd have to know them for a while. I'm not going to do it to, hey, I met you 5 seconds ago in a fucking bar. I want to go down on you in an alley.
No adventure.
Yeah. You know, maybe. But at the same time, that's just... it's asking for trouble, dude. You never know. I mean, I guess women have the same issue. It's like a little jack in the box, man. You never know what's going to pop out.
It is, yeah, but the reveal it's a different... Because, like, a penis reveal is more often than not, at the least. Worst case scenario, it's, like, amusing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but okay, so let's say you rip the underwear off and you get the penis reveal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lackluster reveal.
It's kind of fine. Like, I don't know.
Do you just bite the bullet and fucking go to work? Or do you put the pants back on?
No.
Okay, I mean, as long as it's not freaky looking, then yeah, so I'm probably just gonna do it.
My one exception to for me, we're just gonna do it. We've made it this far. I also don't want... I'm not the type who's gonna, like... You know... Men are, like, defined by their own relationship with their penis for the most part, and I'm not gonna be the one to be like, ugh, I'm not gonna clown you about your dick.
Yeah.
My one exception to this is I encountered in the wild, incidentally in a bar. We had just met, but he had the Coke, and we were in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. But he had a Prince Albert, and there was a notable smell as well. And that one
is it the same as like an ear gauge smell?
Yes. But made worse by because dicks already have like a smell, even if it's like relatively clean.
Smegma?
Well, but then, yeah, but like to the 9th degree or something, because there was this not well kept piercing on the front of it. Mm-hmm. And so he pulled it out, and it was a pretty big dick, but it was the smell and the piercing. I was just like, okay, so I'm not going to do this with you. I'll watch while you touch it if you want. But I'm so sorry. I can't do this. Yeah. I think I still had a tongue ring at that time too, so I just couldn't even... There's no shot.
I learned in science class you gotta do the whiff test. You don't want to directly smell anything. You gotta waft it so you don't hurt yourself.
The pussy? What type of science class were you in?
I mean, it's just anything.
Oh.
Like chemicals and stuff.
Oh. We're not supposed to huff them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess if you waft it into your nose instead of directly smelling it. So do a little waft test on vaginas or penises that you encounter in an alley.
Now, with the penis, can you use the penis itself as the wafting implement?
Do a little helicopter action?
Yeah. Does that count?
Maybe. Well, I mean, you might agitate something on the dick,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're just helicoptering it into your face. I'm kind of imagining like spores or something.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So you might want to be careful with that one.
Yeah.
But you know, you can do like little tests, little incognito tests on the penis or vagina.
Should I just flick it?
And then, you know, they won't even notice. You're doing a waft test.
Oh, yeah.
You're checking the coloration.
Well, I was thinking that with the dick, because you can be like, oh, yeah, daddy, it's so big. You know, like slap the side of your face with it type of thing. Get it good and wafted.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real good sniff test.
Yeah.
Just smack your face with it.
Yeah.
We saw him in the alley. We saw the clown girl, Christine, in the alley with the guy making out, him going down on her. Then we see her in the bathroom, like, straightening up.
In a bathroom
Fixing her
already
hair and
covered
shit
in
it.
splatter paint. So I thought it was already in a crime scene.
Uh-huh. And so I assume that, like, he went down on her, and now she's in the bathroom cleaning herself up to go home with him. That's what I assumed was happening in that scene. Apparently that was not what was happening.
That bitch is crazy, man.
So Mark and Jennifer are discussing Roxanne and Tracy and how Roxanne seems to be the first victim of the teardrop killer. And then they start comparing where the circus... Is it a circus or a carnival?
So they keep
It's a
saying
carnival.
carny.
It's a carnival.
I know. I was like, they keep saying
It's
carny.
a traveling circus. It's the same thing, isn't
Well,
it?
I
they're,
think
they're at
so.
least
I don't
adjacent.
It's a traveling carnival. Or maybe it's not because there's trailers like set in the fucking ground. I don't know.
This is like their home. Like this area, this town that they go to visit where the carnies are at is like their home base. And then they do shows along the East Coast.
Okay.
But so anyway, they think maybe the killer's a carny. After all, that girl did say he was a clown.
The little girl from the halfway house.
Yeah. And then we get the dead guy in the alley. The one that she was making out with. He's like dead in the alley, and the other guy comes up and he's like, hey, wake up. And then he's like, oh shit.
Yeah. This random dude out of nowhere just starts fucking with this guy. Fucking almost looks like he's passed out in the garbage cans.
Mm-hmm.
He just comes in and just wake the fuck up. And then this body just flops over like, bleh. He's like, oh shit. And he just fucking runs away.
Yeah, it just runs away.
It was so fucking weird.
Yeah, it was giving
very
opium den, like heroin vibes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like he was aggressively trying to wake that guy up.
Which is kind of the homie thing to do, right? You know?
Nah, yeah, I guess so,
Yeah.
man. But at the time, it seemed fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, it's, you know.
Like he was being mean about it. He could have been a little bit nicer.
We'll call it a clumsy plot point.
And so at that point, when we see the guy that she was making out with dead in the alley, my first thought was, oh, the clown has her now.
What?
Like the clown killed this guy and now he has her.
Oh, I knew she was a killer when her
that's
fucking
not.
rebuttal to mom was, the sane ones need an axe to the head. I'm like, oh.
I know, I should have known it too, but yeah, for some reason I was like, oh, the clown just has her and he's like brainwashing her to be his Harley Quinn now.
Yeah.
She didn't need brainwashing though.
Yeah, that bitch is crazy.
Yeah, that's daddy.
Yeah. And we get the clown taking off his makeup, and I thought we were going to like see a clear, like, this is who he is, but we didn't really. They just kind of showed shots of like different parts of his face.
Listen, I guess I don't really know my clown makeups very well.
There are different types of clowns.
They did say it was grease paint. I think Gertie the Clown needs to put it on a little bit thicker. I think you could take a cue from Violent J or Shaggy 2 Dope for makeup application.
Yeah, they got it down.
I think Gertie the Clown's putting it on a little thin. Just a piece of advice for Gertie the Clown.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's not like painted for the gods. He's not baking it in, you know.
And then we're back to Mark and Jennifer talking about the FBI doesn't know anything about the clown, but her sis says they should check it out. Her FBI sister just keeps sending her on these things like, oh, there's a crime scene near you. You should go check it out.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
just
bad
how to tell
FBI
if your
agent.
fucking sister doesn't like you. You want to go hang out where we know a serial killer is?
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, okay, there's a possible serial killer on the loose, FBI.
Well, no, the FBI doesn't know anything about it, though. Like, they don't know that this is a serial killer. Nobody knows anything, but her sister that works for the tabloids should definitely go check it out.
Yeah.
And then we get Christine cutting herself,
Yeah, she
which
takes a...
was not cool.
She's in the bathroom. She's in the bathroom. Takes a straight razor to her stomach. It looks pretty realistic to me. I don't know. I guess she's not cutting like super deep or anything, but
No, it looked like how it would look if she was cutting like she was, just very casually running it across her stomach. Yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't like it. I mean, it was good. Like
It was well done.
special effects wise, it was well done. Yeah. I did not like it. And then we get probably like my favorite scene of the movie, where they go into the bar and they're asking the guy,
oh yeah,
this old man's
"We're
great.
looking for a clown."
Yeah. He's awesome.
Just because we're a circus, you think we know all the clowns?
Yeah. Fuck you.
Becky. Yeah, dude, it was great.
Yeah, I
Dude,
liked
that
him
guy's
immediately.
awesome, man.
Me too.
Yeah, best actor of the movie.
Yeah, I liked this guy. I did not get
Probably
his
wasn't even
name.
acting.
I didn't get his name
Probably
at
just
all.
worked there.
I don't know what the fuck his name was.
I'm sure Little Man must have said it at some point, but I don't know that that's true.
Might be Ed Purdy. Yeah, the bartender was like really standoffish with him until they were like, "Yo, we work for this. What was it, like Midnight Star or whatever tabloid?"
it's a what paper? It's a local paper, and he says every paper is local.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I swear they said like Midnight Star or something, the name of the tabloid paper, and he's like, "Oh shit, I can't take a shit without reading that fucking Midnight Star."
Yeah.
And then he was like super friendly with him.
And it was the same with Drago here in a minute too. But yeah, so they go look for Drago in trailer number 2.
And I was not prepared for what that encounter
Oh my
entailed.
God.
This really took me out.
Yeah. And I said this was my favorite scene of the movie. I meant this scene is my favorite scene of the movie right here.
This sequence is also probably mine.
Yeah. The whole little Drago chase scene.
Yeah, it's wild.
But yeah, they go knock on his trailer door and he starts hiding his porn immediately. And just like, who's there?
And I know
what do you want?
This is to the surprise and shock of no one, but he's hot.
Yeah.
He's a hot little guy.
But yeah, and Drago says, "I'm not going to jail for this."
And then,
which cracked me up because like, what the fuck is even happening?
Yeah.
And then he takes off out the back door.
And
this hilarious fucking chase scene ensues.
You ever lost a foot race to a little guy?
He's booking it, man.
Listen,
he was running like crazy.
I'm not saying that they can't make a move, but Homegirl's
He's
like
bobbing and weaving
Homegirl at
through
least.
that forest.
Listen,
yeah.
old fatty 2x4, I get it, but Homegirl's up in the morning doing sit-ups and she's got legs for days. You telling me she can't chase this little fucker down?
Yeah, she was struggling to catch up to him.
Not. She's just working her glamour muscles, I guess. I don't know. Got no stamina.
I mean, Draco's living that carny life, dude. He's fucking putting in work. He can fucking run.
You see the little arms on that fucker?
Fucking getting
Oh
with it,
my
dude.
god, just the whole thing was so
I know.
hilarious. Like his little legs were just going so fast.
Oh my god, I love
And then
it.
the music.
Yeah.
And then like the whole like just hilarious chase scene where like they can't catch this little guy.
It's
and
giving
he's just-
Scooby-Doo. Like,
Yeah. The music for sure.
I know.
Uh-huh. And I don't even remember all the crazy shit Mark kept saying. Like he just kept saying the weirdest shit like Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah. Mark goes out a lot of one-liners in this film.
Oh yeah. And so yeah, they chase him for a while and he's hiding from them and finally she says, "We're not cops, we're journalists. We're from the Midnight Star." And he's like, "Oh, Midnight Star, why didn't you say so?"
Yeah.
And then Mark's up on that train, like up on top of the train car trying to look for him and he's like, "What you doing up there? If you're looking for a dwarf, you want to keep low." This whole fucking scene was just hilarious.
Yeah,
My
dude.
favorite scene of the whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
I enjoyed it, and it.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And he tells him he doesn't know anything about a killer clown.
It's a lie.
But, you know, he's going to ask around. Come back tomorrow and we'll do lunch.
Yeah, I enjoyed this.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, we're gonna meet at the junkyard again. What's the deal? I do love how they just are sort of frustrated, and I'm like, all right.
I would like to sit at the bar with Ed and Drago and talk about the Carney line.
Oh, I'd hang out with either of these people, for whatever. They seem like a great time.
You know, Ed could fry a fucking mean catfish, dude.
Oh yeah.
Then we get the guy showing the other two guys the warehouse.
Oh yeah, these are unrelated characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the real estate guy showing the other two guys the warehouse or whatever.
The FBI agents?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, I don't think they're FBI agents.
No.
They're just two guys
Oh.
looking at a fucking warehouse.
Yeah.
And it's like a real estate agent showing them the warehouse. And they're like, "Oh, what's down here?" And he was like, "Oh, it creeps me out. I don't go down there. It's just, you know, stuff to make the fucking house run or whatever." I don't know. I don't know what he says. He says something dumb. He's like, "I don't go in the basement. It freaks me out."
Yeah.
And so the two guys go down into the basement to check it out, and he's on the phone talking to somebody. And the clown comes up and hits him in the head.
Yeah.
This is the one where I thought he hit him with a shovel, but then it's like the cleaver in his hand. So
Yeah, he just-
maybe it was his cleaver he hit him with.
There's a couple times I mistook it for a shovel because it's, I guess,
There
from
was
the
a big ass.
wrong angle.
Like right
yeah.
after this, there is a shovel.
Oh, okay.
And so Chris is like, maybe it was a shovel.
Maybe it was a shovel.
know,
I
man.
swear a couple
That-
times it was a shovel.
I mean, you fucking hit him with the backside of that cleaver,
Yeah,
dude.
just
I
as
mean,
good
it
as a
might as well
shovel.
be a shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hits him in the head with it, and the guy's kind of like okay for a minute, and then it just starts getting worse and
Yeah,
worse.
it
Like,
elicits
his
this
head just
very
starts
bizarre. He just
pouring.
kind of looks at him.
And then after the guy falls down to the floor, that's when he starts chopping his feet off.
Yeah.
And that one was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the wiggly guy?
He is wiggly.
Not the wiggly that you're talking about, no. Not the armless wiggling.
Oh.
Damn, I must fucking
Yeah, that's the human
I
one.
fucking lost this whole scene, I guess.
We talked about it while it was going on because I was like, oh, didn't he hit him with a shovel?
No, I remember that part.
Yeah. But no, he chops his feet off.
Yeah.
The guy's just on the ground and he's just got his cleaver chopping his fucking feet off at the ankles. And yeah, it's not a good.
I mean, there's a fucking ton of special effects in this movie, right? A lot of fucking
Oh,
feet
yeah.
chopping, leg chopping, head chopping.
There's a lot
Well,
of
every
like,
single
gore.
character dies.
No, I think that is where like a lot of the
Except for Little Man.
special effects budget or a lot of the budget went, huh?
Probably.
It's gotta be there.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean,
And
there's-
there are a lot of actors in the movie, honestly.
Yeah, and I'm
Like,
sure they all
more
got
than
paid
we're used
something.
to.
I mean, it just because like I heard him talking about like him making his props and stuff, and like he basically does them from the inside out. He makes the muscle structure or whatever, and then he molds the skin or whatever, and I don't, it's a whole fucking thing. And I mean, to do it for each foot, each leg, across
there's
multiple
not an amount
people.
of money on earth you could pay me to have the patience necessary to do that level of arts and crafts. I'm here to tell you, right, I'm not your guy.
And then the two guys are in the basement and they hear something upstairs and they're like, the one's going to go check it out. And that's when he finds the clown. The clown like snaps his arm and then chops his arms off.
Yep.
And we get the armless
Then we get the
wiggling body.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I wasn't fucking far off.
No, you
made me
weren't.
think I was fucking way crazy off, man. Yeah, dude. That shit was crazy. Anytime there's a wiggler,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Oh, I like
I'm
it.
out.
And then the second guy finds the clown and says, "What the fuck are you supposed to be?"
Yeah.
And then the clown punches him in the face and then chops him in half. And all his guts are hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And then we go back to Drago and the bartender guy. And Drago's like, "Oh, those FBI guys." And he's like, "They're not FBI, trust me." They'd be flashing their badges and everything
Oh,
if they
yeah.
were FBI.
Flashing at you, me, that potted plant over there,
Uh-huh.
or even the toilet.
But then here's what threw me off is they were talking and they were like, the bartender guy says, "Oh, it can't be Gertie. Gertie's been dead for 20 years.
Yeah, so I don't know what this is about.
Yeah.
Because in a bit that's contradicted by the story from Little Man. So I don't know if Mr. Barkeep's just fucking burnt up. I don't know.
Don't know what the fuck
I don't
happened.
know, but Drago kind of makes it seem like he's the one that helped Gertie escape.
Right.
So maybe he didn't even tell the bartender guy. Maybe the bartender really does think he's dead.
Well, because does he say he killed him or does he say that's a problem we took care of 20 years ago? I know that's a direct quote of a line, but I don't know what, I don't remember what else is expanded upon. But I do know it
Yeah,
didn't.
because he says Gertie's been dead 20 years, and then he says something about Carney law.
Yeah.
They took care of it. They did what they had to do.
Yeah.
Carney law.
Fucking Carney law, dude.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
It's a very difficult series of words to take seriously at all. You know?
I can get behind Carney law.
Oh, no, I'm
man.
here for it. I'm down.
I'm down with
Well,
Carney
listen,
law, dude.
with a straight face, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say Carney law.
You know, Carney law.
Yeah.
Let me get my suspenders and start the roller coaster. I don't know.
Hey, man, I mean, the only ones looking out for the carnies are the carnies, dude. Carney law. I don't know anything beyond the title of Carney law. I don't know the subsections of Carney law, but...
Well, he kind of explained it. He said,
It's like Fight Club.
for 20 years, we haven't got the lawman involved. It's just been us.
Mm-hmm.
That's their whole thing. They handle everything themselves. They don't get the government or police involved.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I just wanted to know the intricacies of Carney law. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
what's the
something I could look
hierarchy?
up later. Right, yeah, I mean...
Who's the Don?
Who's the lawmaker in the Carney world?
Yeah.
It kind of almost seems like it's a strong man.
It's whoever wants to be the lawman at the time.
Whoever's got the biggest fucking meat cleaver, apparently. I don't know. Drago seems to be wheeling and dealing. He's got... I mean, that's a fucking wild world. Carney law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet that guy's got a dick the size of his leg.
Yeah, you think he's doing that tripod?
Yeah. Like a kickstand.
And then, Mark and Jennifer are looking for Tracy. Drago has the clown at his trailer door. And they fight for a little bit, and then he says, "Wait,
Yeah.
I've got something for you." And he says she's still alive. And then the clown just leaves. And then we get Mark and Jennifer coming back to the little Carney village. And the bartender's like, "Oh, you missed it. It's a mess." And Mark says, "Is it Drago? Did he take off running again?"
Yeah, Mark has got a fucking vendetta against Drago.
He's trying to get that bitch killed.
And, and so then they go and talk to Drago, and they're like, "Well, why didn't he kill you?" And he's like, oh, well, I gave her up to save myself.
She said, oh, well, I didn't mean it like that.
And then he goes into his story about Roxanne and Tracy and how they joined the circus to bang their way up the East Coast. Gertie and Tracy slept together, and then Roxanne started screaming that Gertie raped her. And so the strong man beat him up. And then Gertie went and killed Roxanne and the strong man.
The bitch deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree. I think people who claim rape where there is no rape, fuck you.
Yeah, what's her name? Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Yeah, dude. I mean, she's drunk one, always starting shit in the fucking carny world, dude.
Fuck you, Roxanne.
She's just, I don't know what her fucking deal is, Roxanne. Yeah, I guess Strongman beat the shit out of Gertie or whatever, and then later, Gertie comes back with the fucking
later that night,
yeah.
Stabbed in the back of the head.
And that's when Drago's like, oh shit, you gotta get out of here. And so he helped him get away.
Carney law.
Yeah, we gotta get you out of town, Brad.
And Gertie followed them everywhere they went.
We
Even if they didn't
always
see him. He was there.
Once a clown, always a clown.
Mm-hmm. And so then they're trying to get to Tracy before Gertie does. He gives them the address.
So, well, Gertie left like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, he left like 30 minutes ago. Maybe you can make it. And then he's like, if you find anything, I have a midnight show. Which I thought was weird.
Yeah, so strange. All of this is so strange.
Yeah, it's getting fucking weird.
It gets highly convoluted. Yeah, not great. But I'm happy it's here.
And then we go to Gertie the clown in the house with Christine. Just doing the weirdest little chase with her.
Christine is sopping wet for Daddy.
And him and Christine have a goofy little chase thing. Picks her up, throws her on the bed, slaps her because she's screaming. And then he gives her a folder. And it has all these pictures of her when she was a girl and letters to Daddy.
Yeah, he takes her back to his little fucking cellar hideout, right?
I guess.
Yeah. He takes her back to the hideout, and then
And she's like, we've got a lot of catching up to do, Daddy.
Yeah, like, it didn't take much. She, like, opened the folder, seen the first page, and was like, oh, shit, I'm in. I'm in, Daddy.
Yeah, so I've never met my dad, but I don't think this would be my reaction.
Yeah, like, she's screaming and freaking out, and then he gives her that folder, and she sees the letters to Daddy, and all of a sudden she's just like, oh, it looks like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it, Daddy?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And like, she's just 100% in as soon as she sees these letters.
We already know she's a little unhinged, and she's also a murderer. So,
I didn't know that. I didn't understand what happened with that guy. And then I was like, oh, shit.
At this point, for like the last maybe 20, 30 minutes, I'm like, can we get to the fucking murderers again, please?
Yeah, I don't know if we needed this much.
Yeah, it got a little fucking out of control. But I think the murders are about to happen because a group of fucking party kids break into the, nope, Lisa's giving me the nope.
Well, first they get to the couple gets to the house, right?
Yeah, we got some fucking...
We got some more storytelling
bullshit.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get to...
We get one of my favorite lines pretty much off the bat.
What line is that?
Well, she asks Mark, is she dead? And he goes,
Uh-huh.
well, she's not doing the cha-cha.
I have it wrote down too. That's great. Yeah.
Well, she's not
I
doing
love
the
that.
Yeah, they go into Tracy's house and Tracy's dead on the floor. He's like, oh, is she dead? Well, she's not doing the cha-cha.
Yeah, I fucking loved that.
Mm-hmm. And then we get, the party.
No,
I didn't understand what was happening.
I didn't really either.
But yeah, there's like a party going on.
I think Gertie's little hideout is in the cellar or basement of a abandoned warehouse or something, and a group of
people just keep
kids.
showing up to it.
yeah, like fucking, teenagers or whatever are like, yo, let's party in this fucking weird abandoned building. And so they break in to the upper level, the first floor, and they're just fucking causing a ruckus. And Gertie and his new accomplice are like, let's take care of some shit.
She's fucking her dad, right? She's gonna fuck her dad.
Maybe.
I think she wanted to fuck her dad.
And this is the part where he gives her the hammer, which really completes the Harley Quinn vibe she has going.
She's got that Gertie strength. It's a sledgehammer.
That's a fucking big sledgehammer.
It's a sledgehammer.
Dude. There's like one real issue I have with her swinging the sledgehammer. I don't think it's until around the end of the movie.
I think it's probably the same part I have an issue with.
That's almost improbable.
I know. I'm probably thinking of the exact same one.
Yeah, she does like a swing down and to the side or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no. I don't even think I could do that.
No, because I'm like
But,
sort of unreasonably strong for my size, and you can fuck right off. Especially with like inertia and stuff. Nah.
Yeah, dude. There wasn't even like an impact because that girl's gonna fucking swing with the hammer.
Yeah, you're going down with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exact same part. I said, okay.
Yeah. Now, at what point do we get the FBI agents show up at Tracy's house?
I think it's right after this party bit.
Oh, okay.
Because they go on a sort of rampage with the teens.
They go on a fucking murder spree, and it's almost like
this is Christine's best
house.
work.
It's just fucking murder fest, dude. I mean, It's almost hard to really.
I think, not that it really matters, but the cops show up at the house, then we get the murder fest.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's just one of those weird things how it keeps cutting back and forth.
I think, let's see. Does it cut back and forth? Because I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so like the cops show up, or the FBI or whatever show up at the at Tracy's house,
and they're like mildly irritated that another crime scene has been inhabited by these people.
Well,
yeah,
and they say, "This is like the 7th one. I think we have a serial killer." And Jennifer's like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just really fucking hammering home how the fucking cops are stupid.
We've got Captain Spaulding here now, and it's got to be said, he's hot.
Captain Spaulding is hot.
But he's also so stupid.
And now that you said Captain Spaulding, it's 100% a House of a Thousand
Okay,
Corpses.
it didn't occur to me.
Reference.
All I thought of was the basketball brand, and I couldn't get it out of my head. So
No,
that's
you're
why I
right,
said
yeah,
your
yeah.
reference makes much more sense to me.
Yeah.
But
What really got me is like when Mark was like, "Oh yeah," I don't know. They're talking about like I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. But then Mark's like, "Oh yeah, genius," and like moves a fucking recliner or some
and there's
shit.
the fucking thing.
There's the fucking razor underneath it. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, that Duncan guy comes walking in and he's like, "Oh, there's a second person that lives here. She had a 21-year-old daughter. Get this. She's missing."
Like a fucking Looney Tunes character.
Oh yeah, they were.
And Mark's like, you should pay me $50 to suck my dick.
Yeah, something like that.
And Mark's like, or the detective's like, "Oh, you already owe me $50.
Yeah, they were arguing over like, was it self-defense or something like that, right? Or
I honestly
something.
couldn't tell you.
I don't know why this happened. I think that was
This whole scene?
They were arguing, but like she fucking defended herself or blah blah blah. And then Mark's like, "Oh yeah," and then fucking moves a whole fucking chair.
He says,
And there's a straight razor underneath. She's like, "Look at this."
I
What the
can't
fuck?
recall.
yeah, I don't really know how we went from what we were at to that. Because he's like, "Oh yeah, get this, she's missing." And then the girl goes, "Well, she's as good as dead." Because the clown has her, And Duncan's like, "Well, that's awfully negative."
Yeah.
And then they just start talking shit to each other.
I was
and
gonna
then,
say, it's probably
Mark's
just
like,
more conjecture.
"Oh, look at this."
Yeah, it's probably something
Yeah.
about missing a murder weapon or something from because
Yeah.
the lady on the floor's face is carved into a smile. I don't remember
that's like-
specifically, but it's got to be their big vibe here is to make cops real dumb. Mark
fucking
getting in
super
the
genius.
one-liners.
Yeah. This is another. I think this is another writer fucking power fantasy thing.
My guy was a Scooby Doo fan.
Yeah, Mark's like, we need to find the daughter. And Duncan's like, I don't see any badges on you guys.
Yeah, I don't see badges on your belt.
Oh yeah, I mean, fuck off a little bit, tabloid writer.
Listen, in this parallel universe, I want the tabloid guys on my case. When I go missing, send for those fucks, not fucking goof troops over here.
I guess. Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, fucking.
The whole thing is nonsensical on premise.
Yeah. I guess the police force and or FBI are usually kind of fucked, but at the same time, dude, these fucking tabloid writers just fucking rolled into a crime scene, are apparently looking under all the furniture. I would be a little pissed too. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, maybe the cops should do their fucking job better.
That's why I can't.
They're missing murder weapons and fucking kids.
I was gonna say
and
whole
shit.
children. Yeah. I don't. This is why I can't.
didn't know there was a girl in there.
I can't dissect that too harshly because I'm like, on premise, this is all nonsense. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
that we've got the one super trooper outside each crime scene. I don't, it's some Reno 911 shit.
Yeah, it is.
dude.
After we get the little argument with the cops, Mark and Jennifer go back to their house or whatever. She's like, "Oh, you were tough."
Yeah, I thought this was gonna go sexy.
Me too. And then they just get into how he wants to give up the story and she wants to keep going. And then we get one little clip of Drago's midnight show starting. And then we go to Gertie and Christine killing more people. And we get the one where she stabs the crowbar into him.
Yeah.
Like the round side of the crowbar. And then starts pulling out guts.
Yeah, she fucking went in and fish hooked the fucking intestinal tract. Pulled it out.
So, yeah, so she's so strong that she stabbed the crowbar with the round side straight into his stomach and pulled guts out.
Now these people got that dino DNA or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, she pulls his guts out. She starts with the crowbar, pulling the guts out, and then just kind of pulls all his guts out. And then there's the guy with the pitchfork trying to fight off the clown with the cleaver. And they do another little goofy chase scene. And then he ties the guy to the table and chokes him. And then chops his foot off. Which somehow wasn't as effective as the first foot chopping scene for me.
I agree.
And then we see Christine sucking the lady's eyeball out.
Hell yeah.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh my god. She I don't know, she's messing with that lady, trying to kill that lady, and then she puts her fucking mouth on her eyeball and sucks her eyeball out. And
Yeah, she's
spits it out on the floor.
She must scoop it out with her tongue or something while her mouth's over it. Because you can't.
Just fucking
Yeah, I don't know, man. It looks like she just fucking sucks her eyeball out.
golf ball through a garden hose style.
Yeah.
Fucking
Mhm.
just pure suck power.
Yeah.
And then they find the girl hiding in the boxes, and they start
This was also
bashing her with the
cartoonish.
hammer and
Yeah, this.
slashing her with the fucking cleaver.
You seen videos?
And this is the girl I was talking about. Her t-shirt, her outfit was really
2007.
what the new Harley Quinn looks like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Because she's in the full-fledged pigtails and a big t-shirt, and she got the fucking hammer.
Mm-hmm.
This part was funny to me as well, because you know, chain gang, or you ever seen a video of people nailing in a what are those nails called on the railroad? Railroad spikes?
Railroad ties?
Railroad ties, yeah.
You know, they're like how they'll like 4 of them and they like strike it consecutively with their hammers. That's that's what dad and daughter were doing to this fucking chick with their,
they were
respective implements.
Yeah, they were.
I just needed the chunk sounds.
And then we clip back to Drago's midnight show with Mark and Jennifer watching. And then they meet up with him after the show and tell him that Tracy's dead and that Gertie killed her. And he's like, oh no, he wouldn't do something like that.
This is another one of my favorite exchanges in the film because Mark's like, I don't remember the wording exactly, but he's like, psychotic serial killer with a deductive reasoning not to murder the woman he loves. And little man replies with, about as plausible as the, people on the moon who control our blah, blah, blah. And Mark's just like, touche. I wish I could remember I should have written them down. But I loved that exchange.
Yeah, and he says, Drago says something like, oh, slitting her from ear to ear isn't Gertie's MO.
Yeah.
That's not what he does to people. Maybe it was somebody else that killed her. And so I thought we were going to go somewhere with that, and then we didn't.
This is also pointing to the daughter, right? She murdered her, correct?
Yeah, maybe that was the straight razor, huh?
Because she features a straight razor again here in a bit with Detective Dum Dum.
How many straight razors this woman got?
She got razors. Sweeney Todd wishes.
Yeah, dude. I didn't realize it when I watched it, but yeah, dude. She might have killed her own mom.
I assumed that one. I assumed that one from the get-go too, because I also, thought, well, that's not what he does. He's the teardrop killer. He's not the smiley face killer.
Yeah.
But what they did pan to in the fucking alleyway above them while she's getting eaten out in the alleyway is a smiley face fucking spray painted on the wall. And now the mom's dead with a fucking smiley face cut into her.
Yeah, that's true.
But then why did Christine freak out when Gertie he had to carry her out of the house?
Listen, just because you're a killer doesn't mean you're not susceptible to being killed by the big
Yeah.
burly man. Also, she might be fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I don't think it ever showed her seeing like her dead mom and freaking out. She was just freaking out because there was a clown chasing her.
Yeah. Imagine the emotions. You finally killed your mom, and you're sort of, just relishing in that for a bit. And now some fucking psycho clown comes in with a hatchet.
Did we see Gertie kill the mom?
We did not.
We didn't.
Sorry, I seen the movie fucking days ago.
We did not see it, but I'm supposing. This is my supposition.
So I guess it's possible that Christine killed her mom, and then all of a sudden Gertie shows up and just fucking kidnaps her.
Yeah.
He's probably he's probably coming on a little strong. He's probably irritated to find her dead. She's like, oh, well, what are you going to do? Killer's got to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was his woman, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because Drago's so confident that he would not kill her.
And I tend to agree, because otherwise
he loved her.
I think I agree.
All right. Hell yeah. We're fucking unearthing shit.
Yeah.
Well.
Fucking connecting the dots.
Oh
my God. And then Drago says, now I gotta go drink myself into a coma.
Theme.
And I was like, yeah, I love this guy.
I do too. I like them.
Yeah, Drago's cool.
And
cool
then,
name too, Drago.
Yeah.
I know. Can we talk about just for a second? I know that the carnival sequence right before this was.
Oh yeah, his midnight show.
This was ridiculous.
What even happened?
It just cuts to him saying different random directions you might hear a ringleader in a circus say.
Yeah, he's like the
doing it in the
right?
dark with a paper megaphone. It's just a piece of paper. And then they also pan to a few different shots of a girl in a sort of carnival mask, sort of just moving in front of a mirror. And this is why when he said 75 grand, I was like, well, it wasn't spent on the fucking circus because
Yeah, your circus fucking sucks.
that was the circus. I said, oh, what a travesty this.
Well, I guess like all their people are dead.
That's true. We've murdered the cast, so put that bitch in feathers and give that guy a piece of paper.
I did like that we had a story in this movie, but at the same time, it kind of fucking got in the way, dude.
Yeah, well, because it's another. Did this need to be an hour and a half long? And I'm not opposed to a lengthy movie watching experience, but like this one, it was comedic for not comedic reasons, and the story was I don't know, convoluted's like not harsh enough. It was goofy.
I really liked it at first, but it definitely started to drag after a while.
When you build that much story, even if it is clumsy, right before what's supposed, because the end should probably be the climax.
Yeah.
And this did not feel like, we got our like maybe worst kills in this last bit that we're about to get into.
Yeah, I think the natural kind of almost climax of the movie was when they murdered all those teenagers.
I think so too.
And then it dips.
Yeah, because them hacking away at the lady they find in the boxes was sort of just funny.
Yeah.
And then, this whole sequence that it's leading up to, the like grand finale, is so silly to me, like from start to finish.
Because I assume we're still in the same building, but
we're definitely this is definitely this like second half of the film for the clown. At least all these murders happen in the same building for sure.
It just gets fucking wild because I think the camera work is super erratic. You don't know where the fuck you're at half the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's not lit well either. So it's just it gets obscenely goofy.
Yeah. Almost anticlimactic.
I think the ending is very anticlimactic.
Yeah. And they try to do like the weird callback to the very beginning of the movie, and like it just didn't fucking land for me.
But this is what's stupid is like they spend so much time on this like convoluted plot stuff that then they start trying to like throw together all these convoluted plot points like back to back to back, and it's like silly.
It's definitely the fucking weakest point in the movie, I think.
Yeah, because after this do they call the sister again? Or does the sister call them?
My next note is that, her FBI sister is calling her. And he's like, no Greek.
Oh, yeah.
Which was so fucking weird. And her sister's like, oh, go check out these two missing businessmen. And Jennifer calls the cops to meet them at the warehouse where the businessmen were missing at. Oh, and then Gertie gives Christine her own little razor knife, which, she's already had a million of.
She's like, fuck, I got 8 in my pussy.
Yeah, keep them in my underwear like the Lolita vibrator torture girl.
Yeah.
And then, we get Matt and Jennifer going down into that basement. And then they find the clown. And Jennifer's like on the clown's back. And Mark's like, get off of him. That was fucking weird.
Everything that happens from here on is almost just silly to me.
Yeah, me too.
It gets fucking out of control.
Utterly silly.
Yeah, and then the cops get to the warehouse, and the girl's yelling for help. Christine, she's yelling for help.
Mm-hmm.
And the cops split up. And Spaulding finds Jennifer and takes her out to the car. And she tells him, that it's a clown or whatever. And Duncan finds Christine, and she's like, oh, the clown's after me. And he's like, oh, just calm down. And she goes, I'm as calm as a bomb. And then she slashes him with that razor blade.
Yeah, right across the throat.
Yeah. And then as he's dying, he's like shooting his gun as he's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Spaulding has a fucking Desert Eagle, which is not a standard issue weapon. It's also a very unreliable weapon, prone to jamming. It does shoot a 50.
I was just
caliber
about to say you
round.
don't like the 50 cal fucking pistol
True.
for the
It
dummy
is
detective.
cool, but
I
it's
I
unreliable,
said this to myself as well. I was just like, that's a wild pistol for the cop to have. I don't know what fucking firefight he was gearing up for, but I was like, this idiot's gonna fucking take his eye out. Because you see funny clips of like people like fucking the kickback.
yeah, just getting
smack.
fucking wrecked by fucking.
That's the gun to do it with.
yeah, that kind of fuck you. I never shot one, but I assume it'll fuck you up,
Yeah, dude.
dude, if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, so Duncan dies, and then Mark finds Christine tied up, and the clown hits him from behind, and I don't know. I guess he turns around and hits the clown. I'm not too sure on that part
He
because then
does.
she starts screaming like, "Nobody hits my daddy!" and he's just like, "What?"
So this is
Like,
this is an
so
example
fucking
of an
confused.
interaction that could have benefited from like a fight coordinator, because
Yeah.
what ensued was hilarious, and it was not
It
supposed to
was.
be. I don't think,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
happened.
because this
here,
was
man.
supposed to be like the boss fight, and
Yeah, he's like fighting both of them off, and it's a pretty goofy looking fight.
yeah. So he punches the clown with apparently some heft, and then
Uh-huh.
is it immediately that she? Well, yeah. At first she jumps on his back, and this is when I noticed the ass in the pink fannies, because she's
Yeah.
got a nice ass.
Yeah.
And like I said, you have to try hard not to flaunt that ass when you walk, and she fucking manages to every goddamn time. Because I had no idea that's what was going on down there.
Yeah, she almost sucks it in.
She does. She like, I don't know how, she's like arching herself forward to do that. I don't know. And like pelvic thrusting while walk. I don't know. Strange. Yeah, she like jumps on his back. He like, you can tell they didn't have a mat. They just had the mattress and the couch, like the bed, and then in the next room they have the couch, because
Yeah.
she gets body slammed onto the, even gently though, onto the couch with the bed.
Yeah.
I think it's the couch, and then
I can't remember which one, but yeah, he like body slams her.
because then here comes butcher knife again, and so he sort of deftly deals with that and turns around and just like one hand choke grabs the girl.
Yeah, Mark's kind of fucking.
Yeah, Mark turns
whooping
in-
ass.
Yeah, he's trying to be
Mark
Billy
turns into a
Badass.
badass.
And the whole thing is just so funny to me. I don't know.
Yeah, and at one point, Mark's like taking them both at the same time,
Yeah.
isn't he?
He's fighting them both off at the same time, one-handed.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's got
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
with
yeah,
one
yeah,
hand
yeah.
and the girl with the other hand. Yeah.
Yeah, and then once I learned that the fucking writer is the fucking Mark, okay, Mark, fuck off a little
I
bit.
thought this
all right,
immediately when you
dude?
said that, because I didn't realize. And then
I
was just like,
know,
oh.
because I thought, oh, Mark's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, Mark.
Yeah.
Good for him. Was thinking that
It's fine.
I
It's
guess.
fine.
Live your
Until
life.
you look into it and realize that he wrote it for himself.
Listen,
Nah, I
You
mean,
know.
they're all the writers are doing that shit, dude.
Yeah.
All the writers.
so
All of them.
I would argue all writers identify with aspects of all characters they write, but there's obviously always one that's
Mhm.
virtually just them, or at least their version of themselves that they see.
Yeah. I get that.
It only becomes slightly egomaniacal seeming when they also portray them on a film.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed
Yeah.
this movie.
I did too.
Yeah.
But like after this, because Spalding has gone and put old girl in the car,
Yep.
and he also like points his own gun at her inadvertently several times while doing so. For the Reno 911 cop that he is, I guess kind of makes sense. But
Yeah.
he's gone back inside, and she's like outside pacing, and then she decides, you know what, I need to help.
Yeah. Well, because she hears the gunshots.
Yeah.
That's when she goes back in. Because, yeah, they have the fight with Mark. And towards the end of the fight, he bashes the girl's head into the wall.
Oh, yeah. I enjoyed that.
And then she calls her daddy a pussy because he let the guy bash her head into the wall.
Yeah, because eventually they topple him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you could have done that before letting him bash my head in the wall.
Yeah. And then she's talking shit to her daddy, and he starts pointing the gun at her, and she's like, oh, you're going to shoot me? You should just shoot yourself. And then we hear the gunshots, and Jennifer's like, fuck this, and goes back in. And she grabs a piece of wood as she goes back in.
She does grab a piece of
weapon.
wood.
Yeah.
You know who she looks like?
Yeah, that's a nice weapon.
Sega Saturn version of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, kind of.
Is what she was giving me here. Except for that bitch fucking had dual wielding Desert Eagles, and this bitch has a stick. So.
Yeah. See, I kind of fell off with my notes on Spaulding. I don't even know what happens to him.
He goes back in and is happened upon by Clown Man from the shadows.
Oh, yeah, because she says, I remember now, because she says, you get the cop and I'll take this slut.
Yeah, you can get the cop, because she runs in. They do the same crying girl on the bed routine that they just did on Mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so here comes Tomb Raider to save the day with her stick. And then Clown Man comes in and reveals himself.
Well, because, Jennifer's like, oh, have you seen Mark? And Christine's like, yeah. And she's like, what? Where is he? And when she came in, the dead clown was sitting there like he had shot himself.
He just came in and shot himself.
He just came in and shot himself. That was the callback to the beginning, yeah. I don't know what happened. He just came in and shot himself. And so, Jennifer's freaking out, trying to figure out what's going on. And then the clown comes in, and we see the little flashback showing that it's really Mark in the second clown costume.
Yeah.
They set him up and shot him in the head.
This is ironically when they try to do too much in too little time.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, this whole thing, I did not.
So
hit for me,
silly,
man.
so silly.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. It was too rushed. They tried to fit it all into the end of the movie, and it was too much for too small of amount of time.
Yeah, it did not land at all.
No,
I think this was supposed
either.
to be like a big fucking revelation or some shit, and I wasn't feeling it.
No, it absolutely did nothing for me. But then the funniest cat fight maybe I've ever seen ensues. But it's lovely. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It starts off with Slasher Girl with her straight razor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Tomb Raider, I guess, lost her stick or something, because now she's just
she's
covering her
just
face with her forearms. She's just getting slashed the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, she is.
Just fucking all over the place, man.
Yeah, she's getting slashed up, man. And she tries to reciprocate a couple times. She lands a few hits.
I mean, she ends up on her stomach, and she's just getting her back all slashed up.
Well, yeah, that's what ensues. She trades some blows, and then she runs back to the other side of the room where the bed is. She ends up getting homegirl onto the bed or something. And she does something to her. She's able to run out the room.
Yeah.
But then, Gertie Jr. Promptly catches up with her with a sledgehammer and engages in the sledgehammer shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she smashes her. She just smashes her back with the hammer over and over.
And also, homegirl's just kind of taking
her
it.
Face. Uh-huh. Yeah, and then she grabs her face and she just starts smashing her face into the ground.
Yeah.
And she grabs her by the hair, basically, and it's just smashing her face into the floor.
Yeah, dude, and this is a bare minimum 10-pound sledgehammer.
Yeah. With any inertia, we're gonna break those fucking bones. You understand?
Harley Quinn comes out with this fucking sledgehammer, does this vertical strike, which, I don't know, should probably fucking send her rolling as well.
You'll at least lurch forward.
And because she misses,
yeah,
she immediately goes into a side swipe, and she does it in such a fluid action, that you're like, okay, that's not a real fucking sledgehammer.
Yeah.
So because those things are unwieldy.
Yeah. Especially in these little hallways. Come on.
Yeah.
And then there's like the climax of their interaction is she hits her like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times in the back
Yeah.
with it, and that's
hammer.
what puts her on the ground finally.
Mhm.
So fucking Tomb Raider's got titanium bones, first of all. But
Yeah.
She starts fucking bashing her head on the floor.
yeah, because
Yeah.
then she mounts her because she's prone on the floor but on her stomach.
Uh-huh.
So Harlequin mounts her and starts just bashing her head on the floor.
And
Yeah.
like,
But then just loses interest, I guess, and fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame's the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, she just runs away.
She's a goddamn gremlin when she walks. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. You're shaped so
And
voluptuously, and you're like, I am the cave dweller.
Oh my god.
God damn it, lady.
And in between the clips of the girl fight, we also get the clown and Captain Spaulding.
In the weakest encounter of the
Fight.
entire film.
Yeah. And decapitation.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of decapitations.
Did the
Yeah,
head look
like-
silly?
I want to
This-
say the chef one was probably my favorite.
I really appreciated Wheelchair Girl.
That was a good one too.
Mostly like cinematography wise, if for no other reason. Because the camera was
Yeah.
like down the stairs a bit. It's just, I
Uh-huh.
liked where everything was framed.
yeah, there were
Yeah.
a lot of decapitations. There's had to have been like 5, 6,
There
7
was so many.
decapitations.
There was a lot.
So many.
Yeah.
And like, not even like a highlight. Usually a decapitation is like a fucking
The big thing.
big
yeah.
point of the movie.
Yeah, but when you got 2 in the
this
first
is-
5 minutes,
It's just, ping.
yeah. I'm here
Yeah,
for it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. No, it was awesome.
Captain Spaulding's was maybe the worst one.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't even have any notes other than decapitation.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't anything special.
Well,
I
and they
don't
showed
even
the head
fucking
like sliding
remember it.
across the floor, and even that was really
That's what
silly.
it was. It like hit the TV.
Mhm.
Yeah. He like slashed his head off and the head hit the TV and rolled across the floor.
But it didn't. It like
Yeah, it wasn't
was so
anything
silly.
special though. Like it sounds better than it was.
it looked like a deflated football,
Yeah.
not because he's black.
Not because he's Spalding.
No.
Oh my gosh. And then after Christine runs away, she meets up with her daddy, and we see Jennifer rolling over. So we know she's not dead.
Yeah, that sledgehammer didn't, in fact, break her fucking spine.
Yeah,
I thought she was dead, dude.
me too. And my immediate thought when she rolls over to her back was, well, that's the worst position to be in because now you're going to choke on your own fucking blood.
I have that same thought. I was like, you're going to aspirate.
Yeah, like don't roll to your back, you dumb bitch.
She's not shown great reasoning so far, so this is fine.
But then we see Christine with her daddy, and they're
About to fuck.
walking up the stairs, and then she shoots him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? What?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah,
This is
she
bullshit.
shoots her
Is what
daddy.
this whole thing is bullshit.
Yeah, she shoots her daddy, and then next scene, basically, we're seeing Christine on the road.
She fucking leaves the warehouse murder scene.
Yeah.
She walks out onto the road. I don't know. You think she's gonna like try to hitchhike or something?
She's gonna get away.
Show those pink panties, maybe catch a ride.
Yeah. But then all of a
And
sudden,
she does.
she gets hit by a yellow convertible with Jennifer behind the wheel.
Which I didn't think that person looked like Jennifer in the driver's seat of that car. I even asked Lisa, "Who the fuck is that?"
Well,
said,
it's
"That's
because
Jennifer."
her hair's finally down.
Oh, okay.
Well, and her face has been smashed into the ground like 10 times.
Her
so
face has been smashed down. She still has remarkable posture for having just taken the fucking sledgehammer to the back like 6
yeah,
times.
the sledgehammer to the spine.
She
They
said,
look like a completely different person, man. I was like, who the
I
fuck
agree.
is
Maybe it's
that?
just from the profile because like all of these, it's been face forward for the most part, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I did recognize the car because it was featured prominently.
Even
throughout the
with the
movie.
little blood splatters
Exactly.
they put on her face, though, very hot. It's very hot.
Oh. Yeah, that's the fucking movie. Christine gets run over by fucking
And
a
then
car.
literally the credits roll.
We always kind of like skip to the end of the credits to make sure there's no,
I did not. I had lost. I was
you know,
over it.
like we make sure there's not anything crazy going on in the credits.
Yeah.
And on this one, it was funny because like at the end of the credits, it's like, oh, a special thanks to you for making it all the way to the end of the credits. And then it was like, I'm running out of things to say. The song is so long or something like that.
But it's a badass song.
But it's
Yeah.
a great song.
Well, you paid for the
Thanks.
whole thing. You might as well use
Thanks,
it.
Voltaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny. I liked
Yeah.
that.
I really liked the movie. I think it was goofy as shit.
I did
but
too.
We
Yeah.
love a story. This one wasn't a good one, but it was there.
It was there. I think it drug in places.
Mhm.
I think they botched the
Um,
ending pretty severely.
Big time, yeah. I think we do kind of run into that with, like extreme movies like this, where like there's a fucking super high point, 3/4 of the way into it, and then, of course, the end note kind of falls flat after, the high point.
I do get that the end fell short, but what do you think the high point was?
I would probably call the apex of the movie like
Them hack and slashing the teenagers.
the teenagers. Yeah. Gertie and Harley Quinn just fucking going to work, killing all those people. Because it was like, kind of like how we did in the halfway house, where it was almost like a highlight reel of the fucking crazy kills. We kind of did that. In
That's
the
what I
warehouse
was gonna
with
say.
the-
I kind of thought that the highlight was the halfway house, and that was only like 20 minutes into the
I will
movie.
say, ironically,
Yeah.
my favorite kills were all the halfway house.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, because once we get to the fucking warehouse with the teenagers, everything gets so fucking
When you open
erratic
with
and crazy
decapitations and like ball slashing, it's hard to top that
Yeah,
in-
it is.
in a slasher type way.
and just the cinematography itself was way different.
Yeah, it was almost
in the
like a different
halfway house.
director or something did the
Mhm.
fucking
Yeah.
halfway house versus everything else, because I loved the halfway house kills, and then
Mhm.
everything else was like a little silly to me.
Yeah, shit got wild in that fucking warehouse,
Yeah.
man.
yeah.
And then we're just fucking cutting back and forth between the kills and the investigation,
The
I guess you would
reporters,
say.
Yeah.
And it's like, at that point, I'm like, well, fuck the investigation, dude. I could not fucking care less about it. I was getting kind of fucking sick of it, to be honest.
Well, so yeah, like you said, it was cute segues, like as like a back and forth while the high octane like murders were happening. You get little segues into this story developing.
Mhm.
I appreciated those bits, but when it got time for like just major story supposition, it was like it was such a goofy premise that,
Yeah.
and also just like not well
Mhm.
written.
Yeah, I felt like every time we clipped back to Mark and Jennifer, it just like took me out of it
Yeah.
because it was kind of goofy, like acting.
Well, and just premise
Between
alone,
them.
it was like these two. Imagine two people from the
Mhm.
Enquirer are like actively in pursuit of a serial killer that's only like 30 minutes ahead of them on the road.
Yeah.
Like, get what?
I know. And the FBI has no clue about this guy.
Yeah, and my Greek-speaking FBI sister is sending me the.
Yeah, she's telling me where to go.
We just fucking
Yeah, I
chopped
think-
someone's head off over there. Why don't you go over there?
I think we're kind of hitting kind of like a weird spot because, we want narrative in our extreme, gore movies. But I think, we're trying to find the fucking balance. Like, we definitely want a narrative. But I think in this movie, the narrative almost hinders it. Because
Sometimes you get too much.
at
Yeah.
a certain point, you're like, fuck this story, dude. I just want to see guts fucking explode everywhere.
Well, it's like it for me. It comes down to like motive. Like, the only reason I need a story in a slasher movie, and I don't even need a story in a slasher movie. If we're just here to like fucking demonstrate gore, then that's fine. But if there is going to be a motivator, that's like the whole point of the story is to like define the motives for what the fuck's happening. And for here, that doesn't even really happen. Because like, why is Gertie even killing all these people? Which, and again, I don't need to know. I don't care what his motives are. I'm happy to watch it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I do think any kind of, slasher movie needs a fucking, cool origin story of the slasher. And I think this origin story is kind of
it's silly.
lame.
It's silly as shit.
I got accused for a rape that I didn't commit, and now I just fucking murder everyone.
Exactly. And so, like, I understand his whole, like, he's gonna kill Roxanne and the strong man in revenge, but why go on a 20-year murder spree?
I guess it's because he can't be a clown in the circus anymore. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. He can't live out his dream of being the clown in the circus anymore.
Go to a different circus.
There's 1,000 fucking circuses, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Get a grip.
I mean, Carney Law, dude, you got blacklisted from all the circuses, I guess.
I don't know.
I
guess you can't go around killing
Maybe.
strongmen, maybe. I don't know.
And then it's like, okay, this guy's obviously human, but he has like wild ass superhuman strength at some
points, yeah.
But he can also be manhandled by one hand of Mark, so I don't know.
Exactly. Like, I thought the chef was a badass for fending him off, but then Mark's doing it one-handed.
Yeah, while choke slamming his daughter.
Exactly. Like,
yeah, shit gets a little fucking shaky, man.
Yeah, I thought it was really goofy, but I enjoyed it altogether. I enjoyed it.
I did too.
I think I could nitpick this thing all day.
Oh yeah, it could have been an hour long. It didn't need to be an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what I said in the beginning. I'm going to talk shit, but I really did like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Anyway, Lisa, go ahead and give us your star rating and your what the fuck moment.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and give this movie 3.5 stars.
Oh, damn. High score from Lisa.
I really did like it. Everything that I'm talking shit about is only because I was really looking into it because it's a podcast movie and I feel like I have to kind of review these movies.
Yeah.
If I just watched it as a normal movie, I would be like, oh, that was a pretty good movie. So, yeah, 3.5 stars. It's a pretty high rating for me.
It is. Upper echelons.
Let's see. I have my what the fuck moment wrote down somewhere here. It's gonna be that first foot chopping scene.
Yeah.
With the guy with the guys in the basement of the warehouse.
Yeah, with the realtors. Or the realtor.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it was, but something about that scene just made me cringe a lot. So that's going to be my what the fuck moment.
Oh, yeah.
When he's just chopping the feet off that guy with the meat cleaver. All right. Bo, what's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
I think I'm right at the same level, maybe 3.5. I would give it higher, but I'm in Chris's camp where I think less is more with this kind of story.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think the ending really took me out of it.
Yeah, the last 20-30 minutes were just not great.
Yeah, this should have been an hour-long gig.
Yeah.
We should have kept doing the cutaways for the story. We didn't need to spend as much time
Yeah.
on a couple things.
Definitely.
And we ironically could have spent a little bit more time on staging the fucking, Mark is the clown who shot himself situation, because that was a really dropped ball. my what the fuck moment is gonna be, is she dead? Well, she's not doing the can. Because I had to pause it. I was making pigs in a blanket, and I had to pause it. Because I said, okay, I gotta pay attention, because this is great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good line.
Yeah, it was maybe my favorite thing that happened. Other than, like, I loved all the kills from the first halfway house.
Yeah.
Especially Wheels. I loved everything about that
That was a good one. That probably was my favorite kill, honestly.
I loved everything from her little, like, nervous... Is it still a stutter step when you're having to wheel it out? But it was that. It was how you stutter step in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
She goes, ooh.
It's like stutter scooting or something.
Yeah, like she was really trying to decide if she was going to risk going down those stairs or not.
She was trying to find the ramp. She's like, how the fuck did I get here?
Yeah. How did I get up here?
Yeah, well, it wasn't there for her. But, yeah. What about you, Chris? What's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
I think I'm gonna run with the pack on this one. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Yeah.
Solid slasher movie.
Yeah.
I could definitely recommend it. I thought the special effects were great.
A lot of them were.
Hell yeah. 3.5 for me. My what the fuck moment is going to be Lisa knocking everything over as she gets up.
It's just my empty wine bottle. It's okay.
My what the fuck moment is going to be when that woman with no legs tied to the table's like, yeah, we're gonna make a run for it.
I forgot. Yeah.
That's like my favorite fucking part.
That really was.
Oh my god.
And her dude's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say my honorable mention, what the fuck moment, is when she's cutting herself.
Oh yeah, that was
when
disturbing.
Christine's cutting herself. Like, I was pretty sure that was going to be my what the fuck moment. And then we got to the foot chopping off scene, and it was just doing things to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I had a bunch of fucking backups, man. I'm surprised you guys didn't pick that one.
Yeah.
So like that is on premise that, oh god, that killed me. She's like, we can make a run for it.
Too.
And then I saw her fucking little nubs. I said, oh honey.
All right, Lisa. How spicy is this movie?
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. All right. Spicy. This movie is a funnel cake.
I like funnel cake.
But instead of like the powdered sugar on top, you have like the hot honey drizzled on top. So it's a little spicy. It's a little spicy.
Oh, hot honey. I thought you meant temperature-wise, and I was like, so it's fucking delicious? What are you talking about?
No, like the hot honey from like Mazzio's.
I'm caught up now.
You know? Yeah.
I thought you were saying like warmed up honey. I was like, wait, so like a sopapilla cake?
Kind of like a sopapilla, but spicy a little bit.
Yeah, this is not I don't think this is a super spicy movie, right? I think you could probably recommend this to somebody that's not really into extreme gore movies, right?
I think this and Tokyo Gore Police are probably the only two that I would really ever recommend to anyone.
Yeah, because they're like campy. So it's like not entirely just like brutalist, even though it's brutal, but it's...
yeah. I think if you watched, any kind of mainstream slasher type movie, you could probably handle this one, right?
Yeah, maybe. If you're like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of girl, then this is your film.
Bo, how spicy is this movie for you?
Let's go with, it's like a lovely bowl of macaroni and cheese that you have like every Thursday night at your grandma's house. And then you find out that the bowl was actually painted with lead paint, so you're fucking dying.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
It was delicious, but it was served in a fucking bullshit bowl.
It's a comfort food.
It's
right?
a comfort food. What about you, Chris? How spicy was this film?
This movie is a deep fried Twinkie.
See, this was
with
my other follow-up.
with a blood cream filling.
Yeah. It's giving AIDS Twinkie. I don't know.
Lisa is recovering from AIDS.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
Nah, she had AIDS for a while. We looked it up on Google.
Now, don't WebMD AIDS. Oh no.
And she totally had AIDS. But it looks like it's clearing up.
Yeah. Swollen lymph nodes.
Yeah.
AIDS. All right. Sorry.
All right,
Where
listen.
are we?
We are
All
leaderboarding.
that's left to do is throw this on our leaderboard. Now what the leaderboard is where we rank our personal favorite movies that we've covered on the podcast so far. Lisa, where does this fall on your leaderboard?
I'm really glad you gave me a description of what the leaderboard was.
I gave the listeners a description. I did not give you a fucking description.
So I giggle every time because I know this is the one thing.
Lisa, I know you don't fucking understand, but we're actually fucking putting on a show for fucking the world right now.
No, I appreciate this from a couple fronts because on the one side, I get that every week the ideal is that you've got a new listener. It's always someone's first time hearing you. I understand that. What I don't necessarily relate with is hearing the word leaderboard and being like, I wonder what that is.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
But I appreciate it because I love that you explain what it is now. I love it. Where's this going?
Oh,
Where's this going on
man.
your leaderboard, Lisa?
All right. Well, I think this is probably going to be my new number 4.
Oh, shit.
I think it's going to go between Mermaid and Song of Solomon.
I knew this. Yeah, I called that.
Yeah, I was like, I think I like it a little bit better than Song of Solomon.
I am copying you again. Is also going number 4 for me, in between Daddy and Bestial Brutality.
Yeah. All right, Chris, where's it going to go for you?
Trying to decide on the fly right now. Man, I think it's gonna go a little bit lower for me.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make it my new number 9.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I'm trying to
He did
think.
not care for the story bits, which I understand.
Yeah.
I didn't. My lack of appreciation for the story bits was outweighed by how amusing I found some of the bullshit taking place in them.
Uh-huh.
It was not by design. It was just because the actors are bad and the script was shit that I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this did have like a layer of like kind of cheesiness to it, right?
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was campy as fuck.
Intentional or not, it did. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'd definitely watch it again before I watch Black Metal Veins again. I think that's a good spot.
That's almost
for it.
entirely how I base my leaderboard. It's like, what would I rewatch?
Yeah, it's literally just rewatchability
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff on here that I, maybe one and doneer.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
But this one's fine. I could rewatch this one.
Yeah, this
Me too.
is a solid fucking slasher movie, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
Did you have a?
All right, I think that's it.
Do you want to
That's it.
You wanna
Podcast over.
talk about
Bye.
our request, or no? Do we care?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
we care.
Okay.
No, he always says, okay, that's it for this movie. Join us next time.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah. You fucking dicks.
Well, that's it for 100 Tears. Our next movie is a recommendation from someone that Chris is going to tell us about right now.
A valued listener. What did we call them? The Grave Plains? What?
Yeah, the Grave Plains.
The Graveyard Club.
That's what I said.
Anyway, god damn it. Alright, fucking get serious for a second. Our next movie is a recommendation from the Graveyard Club. They've recommended a Serbian film.
Yeah.
Heavy hitter.
Have we all seen this one before?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is one of the few that I think we've seen before.
This was one of my first with the extreme genre, for sure.
It's a big one. Fuck me up. And you know, I'm excited to talk about it with you guys.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it'll be great.
I watched it
Hell
on a
yeah.
laptop on a plane, much to the dismay of the other two people.
Hell yeah. Join us next week when we fucking cover a Serbian film. Not just any Serbian film.
Sir.
A Serbian film. That's it for this week's episode of What the Fuck Are You Watching? Say bye, bitch.
Bye,
Bye,
bitch.
bitch.
That's damn good.
Did you think this podcast was as good as instant noodles? Or is it more like a cobalt blue tarantula? Leave us a rating and review wherever you're listening to this podcast at. Get in touch with us at WTFareyouwatchingpod@gmail.com, where you can leave reviews for the movies we've been watching, recommend other movies for us to watch, or leave any questions or comments for us to answer. Either way, thanks for listening.